Bertrand coming to you live today from Benham Field on the campus of VANDEGRIFT High School in Austin, Texas for this afternoon's non-district game between the VANDEGRIFT Vipers and the Leander Glen Grizzlies. VANDEGRIFT trying to snap a frustrating two-game losing streak after dropping last night's district game at Vista Ridge. Coach Gerald Hickle's Vipers are coming in with an overall mark of 10-7, and more importantly are in third place in District 25 6A play at 3-2. The Glen Grizzlies under head coach Zach Darling come in at 7-9 overall and find themselves at the bottom of a very tough District 25 5A at 0-4 after falling 3-2 to Cedar Park in a game we also had for you here on Vype last night. These two teams met earlier this season in tournament play, with the Vipers taking that game 7-4 at Glen back on March 10th. That sets the table here. We'll take a break and be right back with the lineups and the national anthem. You're watching VANDEGRIFT Vipers Baseball on Vype Live.
Become a Vype Insider today. Access breaking news in high school sports. Enjoy premium articles and exclusive coverage written by expert analysts, and watch exclusive videos, documentaries on programs in your area. It's only $2.99 a month if you subscribe for the monthly plan. If you go for the yearly plan, it rounds out to just $1.99 a month. It costs you only $24 a year to get all of your Vype news throughout the entire year. Subscribe today. What are you waiting for? It's less than a cup of coffee a month. Become a Vype Insider. $2.99 a month, $23.99 for the whole year. Hey, it's Vype. We will see you at the games.
Welcome back to Benham Field. Merle Bertrand here at the ballpark. Shane Shulwinski, our QA, keeping an eye and an ear on the broadcast to make sure that we're looking and sounding as good as we possibly can here this afternoon on a hot, warm, muggy Saturday afternoon. Perfect baseball weather. This afternoon, by the way, marking our 600th Vipers cast overall on KMAX Sports and Vype, dating back to 2009. The 163rd Vipers baseball broadcast here on the two networks combined. Thanks to VANDEGRIFT Booster Club President Jennifer Farrell and Vice President Stephen Mueller and our sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. That would include our Grand Slam sponsor, Shannon Kramer with Bartlett Real Estate Group, our home run sponsor, Silverton Custom Homes and Mr. Jason Grimm, our double play sponsors, Sport Clips Haircuts and Craig Smizer with 1835 Realty, our single play sponsors, Pediatric Dentistry of Steiner Ranch, Trent Reynolds Player Development, Steiner Dental, Pinnacle Sports Performance and Rehabilitation, Candalia Haley, Tomlin Family Orthodontics, and Steiner Wellness and Nutrition, along with our Vype Network sponsor, Academy Sports and Outdoors. Talked about the weather just a little bit. It is hot. It is sunny. It's about going to be touching 90 degrees possibly by the time we get done with baseball here today. The wind blowing pretty much dead out to center field. Let's take a look at the updated standings after last night's games. And as I mentioned early on in the pregame show, at 3-2, the Vipers currently find themselves tied with Cedar Ridge for third place in District 25 6A, one game behind Westwood and two back of Vista Ridge. Round Rock defeated Westwood 7-5 last night to creep back into playoff contention, while Cedar Ridge bounced back with a 7-2 win over Stony Point to pull into that tie with the Vipers. Hutto, by the way, knocked off McNeil 7-3 last night to earn their first district win of the season, and will face the McNeil Mavericks for two games next week when district play resumes. So a lot of baseball left to be played. We've got 5 games in the books, 9 games left in district play. And that'll all resume next week. I think we've got that we're at McNeil on Tuesday night, here against McNeil on Friday night, and if memory serves, we will be at Georgetown for a non-district game 1 week from today. I'll double-check the schedule on that one. Before we step aside again, of course, I want to remind everybody that the GoFundMe account to benefit the Cunningham family following last week's tragic accident is still active. If you'd like to contribute and you haven't heard about it yet, you can find the link on the VANDEGRIFT VIPERS Baseball Facebook page. That's VANDEGRIFT VIPERS Baseball on Facebook. Or you can shoot me an email at voiceofthevipers, all one word, voiceofthevipers@gmail.com, and I'll send that link to you after this afternoon's broadcast if you want to contribute and help out the Cunningham family in any way you possibly can. They're still working on the field down there. We're going to go ahead and take another quick break. Be back in time for the starting lineups in the national anthem. You are watching VANDEGRIFT VIPERS Baseball on the Vype Live Network.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today. Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today. Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today.
For an auto at second base batting third. Ethan Toller at second base in the cleanup spot. Jackson Dunaway at first base batting fifth. Benson Henry out in left field batting sixth. Austin Wilson in center field batting seventh. Ethan Berumen in right field batting eighth. And the pitcher for the Grizzlies today, Shane Monahan, batting ninth for Coach Zach Darling's Glen Grizzlies. See Coach Darling on the left, Coach Schickel on the right. So again, that's Berry Hill, Cantu, Fornato, Toller, Dunaway, Henry, Wilson, Berumen, and Monahan, the batting order for the Glen Grizzlies. Bear with me here just a second. All right, sorry about that. A couple of administrative duties to take care of. Mention the weather here at Venom Field right now. It is not 79. I guarantee you that's not the case. 91 degrees it looks like. Nope, they're saying 86. 86 degrees. And it feels like 86. What a coincidence. Bit of a breeze blowing out from right to left. It was blowing dead away center field earlier. All grass and dirt here at the ballpark. 323 to the left field foul line. 325 to right. 380 to dead away center field. For the Vipers, we'll have Hudson Lilly catching the lead it off. Clayton Moore at second base batting second. MD Counter at first base batting third. Ashley Mueller, the pitcher, batting cleanup. Cade Hunningham in center field batting fifth. Simon Baker at shortstop batting sixth. Jack Nelson at left batting seventh. Landon Thomason at third base batting eighth. And Becca Kramer at right field batting ninth.
Number 1, Luke Berryhill. Number 21, Ruben Cantu. Number 6, Rome Coronado. Number 5, Ethan Toler. Number 17, Jackson Conway. Number 12, Vincent Henry. Number 3, Austin Wilson. Number 14, Ethan Rubin. Number 13, Shane Monahan. In reserve, Logan Worley, Justin Qureshi, Jay Houghton, Jason Tredemeyer, AJ Flick, Brett Hall, Campbell Kruzowski, Keith McCormick, Holden Harris. Grizzlies are coached by head coach Zach Darling. Ladies and gentlemen, Vancouver Vipers Day. Number 15, Blake Moore, number 13, number 23, Henry Hunter, number 9, Ashley Mueller, number 1, Hayden Cunningham, number 3, Simon Baker, number 7, Jack Nelson, number 4, Landon Thomason, number 8, Becky Kramer. In reserve, Connor Freeman, Tyler Hubbard, Brayden Buchanan, Jackson Moores, Gavin Shaddix, Alan Nutt, Braylon Spring, Austin Spelis, Dylan Mulcahy, Daniel Farrow, Peyton Grimm, and Alan Jordan. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the singing of our national anthem.
All right, we are ready for baseball. As Luke Berryhill will step in. The defense is set for the Vipers. Jack Nelson, Cade Cunningham, Becca Kramer, the outfield left to right. Landon Thomason, Simon Baker, Clayton Moore, M.D. Connor, the infield third to first. Hudson Lilly getting the start as a catcher today. And the first pitch, down low, ball one to Luke Berryhill. On the hill for the Vipers, Asher Mueller, making his third appearance on the year, a record of 0-1, 3 innings pitched, giving up 4 hits, 3 runs, but none of them earned. No strikeouts, 4 walks, and an ERA of 0.00. So an opportunity for Asher Miller. Pitch on the call, strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch down low, 2 balls and a strike. Opportunity Saturday. A lot of guys playing in different positions. A lot of guys getting starts. Part of it, of course, a reward for all the work during the season, but it's also a work day. Coach Hickel wants to see who he can count on down the stretch when he needs somebody. Who's going to get hot? Who's going to step up and fulfill the role? You never know if an injury is going to come in. So, for these guys getting some playing time today, this is an opportunity for them. 2 balls and a strike. That's in the first strike, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Berryhill. Swung on and fouled. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Also pointed out in the press box, the Vipers, everybody wearing the black knickers. More on that here in just a moment after this pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Curveball. Ooh, boy. That was a good-looking pitch. Umpire doesn't give him the call, and the count goes full. 3-2 pitch. Misses outside, ball 4. That's a real tight strike zone. Berryhill very fortunate to be aboard. There's the 2 strikes that could have been called that weren't. He's at first base, and that'll bring up Ruben Cantu. As Cantu steps in, nobody out, runner aboard. Brushes them back and pitch up high, ball 1. I mentioned the knickers. About the only Vipers that wear them are Daniel Farrow and Cade Cunningham. Haven't seen it in most of these guys all season long, so don't know if that's a conscious sign of solidarity with Cade Cunningham. Looks good regardless. That ball slapped down the right field line and slicing foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike to Cantu. Up high, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Pitch up high, ball 3. Snapto down to first, pretty close. You'll see Braden Buchanan do that 3 or 4 times a game. Hudson Lilly can do it as well when he's behind home plate. 3 balls and a strike to Cantu. Up high, ball 4, back-to-back walks, not the way you wanted to get started. And we runners at first and second, nobody out. That'll bring up Rome Fortunato with nobody out, runners at first and second. Wind is shifted now, blowing from right to left. It is hot. Hope the fans down there in the aluminum bleachers are wearing the sunscreen or have found some shade somehow or brought their own. Pitch up high, ball 1. Pitch inside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Up high again. 3-0. Leaving them all up high. In there for a strike, 3-1. It's becoming an increasing trend in baseball. The tossing the bat, trying to influence the umpire, it never works. 3 balls, 1 strike. Up high, ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
Batting fourth for the Grizzlies, second baseman number 5, Ethan Toller.
So Barry Hill at third, Cantu at second. Coronado will have a courtesy runner. Looks like number 10 coming in to run.
Courtesy runner A.J. Click.
A.J. Click going to come in and run. As Ethan Toller steps in, nobody out, bases loaded.
Go Vipers! You got it, Asher. You got it, bud. Let's go.
Go Adam Asher. Let's go now. Here you go.
Infield in at first and third. Try to cut down the runner at home plate. And there's a good-looking pitch in there. Call strike 1 to Toller. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Way to go, 9.
No balls, 2 strikes. And that hits him on an 0-2 count, and that will force in a run.
Way to go, 18.
So base is still loaded
Batting fifth,
with nobody out, and that'll bring up Jackson Donaway.
Jackson Dunaway.
Here you go, Niner.
Just a little low, ball 1. Already activity in the VANDEGRIFT bullpen. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looks like Alan Jordan warming up in the bullpen. 1-1 pitch. Good pitch outside corner, strike 2.
Carrier.
Mueller's starting to find the range. Second straight batter, he's gotten 2 strikes on. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just missed outside, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. That ball hit in the air to right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit, driving at least 1, probably 2. Cut off by Cunningham out in deep center field, but 2 runs are going to score on a 2 RBI double to center field by Jackson Dunaway, and it's 3-0 Grizzlies.
Left fielder number 12, Vincent Henry.
On the play, Toller moves over to third. And we're going to have a pitching change here. Coming in will be Alan Jordan.
Alan Jordan takes the mound for the Vipers.
So 3 runs in on just the 1 hit. And Glenn has 2 more runners in scoring position. We'll see if Alan Jordan can come in and put out the fire. First pitch from Jordan up high, ball one.
Got it, Alan.
Misses outside, 2-0. There's a pitch at the letters, call strike one. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one pitch. Ground ball right side. That'll score the run. Scooped out by Moore, and they toss the first to MD Connor in time to get the first out of the inning. But an RBI fielder's choice. Scores Toller, makes it 4-0. Dunaway moves over to third. That'll bring up Austin Wilson, the center fielder, with 1 out, runner at third base. Now 4-0 Grizzlies. Pitch up high, ball one to Wilson. Inside corner, called strike. Good pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wilson. Bottom of the second inning at Lehman, 2-0 Lobos on top of the Tigers. That one is a district game. 1-1 pitch. At the knees, call strike 2. One-two pitch. Curveball ducks out of the way. High, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Good pitch, called strike 3 for out number 2. Ethan Barum in the right fielder will step in with 2 outs now. Runner still at third. So far, Jordan looks much better than the last outing. Hopefully he can keep it up. Pitch up high, ball 1. You're going to see a lot of Viper pitchers today. Probably a lot of Glenn pitchers as well. 1 ball, no strikes. Snap throw down, close. Ball gets away. from the third baseman Thompson. Good throw by Hudson Lilly. He tells Jackson Donaway, you're getting a little carried away down there. 2 balls, no strikes to Baruman. Swung on, foul tip, 2-1. Pitch up high again, 3-1 to Baruman. Three balls, 1 strike. High and away, ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away for the pitcher and the beneficiary of this 4-run outburst, Shane Monahan.
All right, son, let's go.
Just missed up high, ball 1. Swung on, foul tipped. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. There goes the runner off first. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and no throw. As Baruman had a pretty good jump. So stolen base for him. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Baruman. Or to Shane Monahan, pardon me.
Go, Alan. You're right here. Go, Jordan.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Up high, ball 2. First base is open, but don't want to go back to the top of the order with the bases loaded. Want to get the number 9 hitter here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch. Up high, ball 3.
Let's go, Alan. Come on, bud. You got him right here.
You got it, Alan.
Dunaway at third, Baruman at second with 2 outs, 3 balls and 2 strikes coming up here to Shane Monahan. The pitch from Jordan. High inside, ball 4. Gets away, but nobody able to advance as Lilly getting to it quickly, but the walk loads the bases, and back to the top of the order will go to Berryhill.
Back to the top of the order. Batting first, shortstop number 1, Luke Berryhill.
We're going to get a courtesy runner here for the pitcher Monahan. This will be Justin Koreshi.
With Justin Koreshi on first as a courtesy runner.
So Dunaway at third, Baruman at second, Koreshi running from Monahan at first. 2 outs, forcing any base. And Coach Hookley going to come out and gather his troops together. Bottom of the first inning down in Kyle, now 5-0, Lehman up over Dripping Springs. And looks like we're going to have a pitching change, our third pitching change here of the inning. Looks like Austin Spiel is going to come in. So Austin Spielis will come in, the third pitcher of the inning for the Vandegrift Vipers. Spielis making the sixth appearance of the year, record of 1-0, 8 in the third innings pitched, giving up 3 hits, 1 run, was not earned. Struck out 2, walked 7, and an ERA of 0.00. Comes in here in a tough situation, bases loaded, but 2 out. Just need to get it out and get the bats to work. We're only in the first inning. So kind of expected to see a lot of pitchers today. Didn't expect to see 3 in the first inning, however. All right, so let's reset it. Jackson Dunaway at third, Ethan Berumen at second, Justin Koreshi running from Monahan at first. 2 outs, back to the top of the order we go. Luke Berryhill walked and scored the first run of the game about 30 minutes ago. As the Grizzlies have batted around here in the first. Swung on. Rips a foul to strike 1. Now 1 pitch. High ball 1. Snapped down to first. Almost got him. The slide back there by Koreshi. Almost didn't make it back to the bag. 1 ball, 1 strike to Berryhill. Lifted, foul down the right field line is a playable, given chase, and it's going to get over the head of M.D. Connor. But the count 1-2 now to Berryhill. One and 2. The pitch. Down low, ball 2 in the dirt. Nice block there by Lilly to keep that one in front of him. The count goes 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Just a little high, and the count is full. No place to put Berryhill. Runners will be off with the pitch here with 2 outs and the bases loaded. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There they go. Low ball 4, and another run will come in. So Dunaway comes in. Berumen moves up to third. Koreshi up to second. Still 2 outs. 5-0, and Ruben Cantu will step in. That ball slapped into center field. That's a base hit. That's going to score at least 1, maybe 2. Cunningham gets to it quickly, fires to home. Coming in, and it is not in time. Just up the first base side. 2 runs will score. Makes it 7-0. 2 RBI single for Cantu. Just the second hit of the inning. As Berumen and Koreshi both score.
catcher, number 6, Boone Coronado.
Berryhill up to second. And Rome Coronado will step in. Top high, ball 1. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 7 runs thus far on just 2 hits, 6 walks, and a hit batter. Popped up. If it's playable, we might get out of the inning. And it's dropped, and that's a fair ball, but they'll step on the bag and get him anyway. So an adventurous 1-3 put out to retire the side. But in the inning, as I mentioned, six on the season, no home runs, 1 RBI. He is speedy. Don't be surprised to see him put one down here. Pitch in the call, strike 1. Cantu in a bit at third in anticipation of a bunt. Not showing bunt there. Chopper left side. Over Cantu's gloves. Shortstop has it and fires over to first base. Luke Berryhill over to Jackson Dunaway. 6-3 put out for 1 away. And that'll bring up Clayton Moore. Moore up at the number 2 spot in today's game, batting 195 in the season. No home runs, 6 RBI. Pitch Pitch down low, ball 1. Check the swing. Did he go? They're going to call it a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Moore last night 0 for 3, grounded out once to each of the 3 infielders, second, short, and third base. Chops it foul towards the Grizzly dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Swung on, foul tipped. Fornado couldn't quite hang on to it, so Moore hangs alive, and the count remains 1-2. Hit in the air to left center field, skies it. And coming on and making the catch is Benson Henry out in left field for out number 2. And that'll bring up M.D. Connor with 2 outs and the bases empty. Connor batting .200 on the season, no home runs and 5 RBI. Comes up here with 2 outs and the base is empty. And takes the first pitch down low, ball 1. High and away, ball 2. In there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. High and away, ball 3. Low, ball 4. So it's a 2-out walk to Connor. Vipers have the first base runner. And that will bring up Austin Spielis. Spielis just 2 for 5 officially. But he's been productive. 2 for 5, 3 RBI. One of those 2 hits was a double. He's also walked 3 times. So Spielis will step in here with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Pitch in the call, strike 1. Swing and a miss. The count quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Spielis is out on strikes, and the Vipers are done in the first inning. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left on base. We'll take a break, go to inning number 2, 7-0 Glenn on top. You're watching Vandegrift Vipers Baseball on Vype Live. Sky high pop-up left side. And just out of the reach of Lily up against the screen, strike one. Up high, ball one. Ball one pitch. That ball hit to left field, going back, pretty well tagged, and it is going to be up against the wall. Rounding first, heading for second is Toller. He will round second and hold up there with a leadoff double to left center field. And that'll bring up Jackson Dunaway. Dunaway, a 2 RBI double in the first inning. Steps in here with Toller at second, nobody out. Check the swing, did he go? Strike one. Good pitch in it for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch. Boy, I don't know how that's not a strike. I think he fooled the umpire who couldn't pull the trigger. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that ball ripped to left field. Instead of being out, he's going to drill one into the corner. Cut off nicely by Nelson. The throw coming in, and that will score a run. RBI single to left off the bat of Dunaway, who should have been sitting on the bench. And it's 8-0 Grizzlies. Henry, an RBI fielder's choice in the first inning. 8-0 Grizzlies on top. That one spins up high, ball one. Popped up right side. Coming in is Becca Kramer. Makes the catch for out number one. One out, Dunaway retreats to first. And Austin Wilson, the center fielder, will step in with 1 out, runner at first. Wilson struck out looking in the first inning. Pitch down low, ball one. At the letters for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Fouled straight back, and the count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Slap fouled on the first base side, and the count remains 1-2. Check swing just to hang alive there for Wilson. One-two pitch. Down low, ball 2. Good block by Lilly. The count goes 2-2. Dripping Springs has fought back to tie it up 5-5. Top of the second inning down in Kyle. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball left side. They go to second for one. The throw to first. Safe at first. Slow roller Baker got it to Moore in time to get Dunaway on the force. But Wilson beats the throw at first, so he's aboard on the fielder's choice now, 2 away. Ethan Baruman will step in, 2 outs, runner at first. Yeah, and they call strike one. And then for a strike, 0-2. Spiel's starting to warm up a little bit. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch. Good waste pitch, low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Spins it off the plate, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out.
There you go.
Popped up out of play to the right side, and the count will remain 2-2. Two-two pitch. Fly ball. This should get us out of the inning. Coming in is Kramer, unable to make the play. That ball is sinking fast, and everybody will be safe. Wilson running with 2 outs, winds up at third. We'll see how they rule this one. And that will bring up a pinch hitter here for the Grizzlies. Holden Harris will pinch hit. Was ruled a hit. Pitch down low, ball 1. So runners at first and third, 2 away. Holden Harris pinch hitting. At the knees, called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Check swing foul back to the screen. 1-2.
Close it out right here, 20.
One ball, 2 strikes. That ball slapped in the air to the right side, but right into the waiting glove. Beckett Kramer, who had it played perfectly, and the inning is over. Glenn does get another run. They get it on 3 hits. No errors. 2 runners left on base. We'll keep it here as we go to the bottom half of the second inning. Down now 8-0. Going to have a pitching change.
Second score. Grizzlies 8. Vipers 0.
All right, pitching for Glenn is Ruben Cantu, starting third baseman. So let's see who else they moved where. Looks like Monahan may have just replaced him at third. Let's see. Vincent Henry has now moved to third base. So I'll have to see who goes out to left. New left fielder. Batting for the Vipers is Cade Cunningham stepping in to lead it off. .313 hitter, no home runs, 5 RBI. Holden Harris is now out in left field. Swing and a miss, strike one to Cunningham. That ball slapped left side down the line. That's going to get down into the base hit. And Cunningham leads off the Viper second with a single. And that'll bring up Simon Baker, the shortstop. Baker batting .226 on the season with 1 RBI. 3 doubles on the season for Simon Baker. Joe's bunt, pulls it back, pitch in there for call, strike one, says the umpire. No balls, 1 strike. Joe's bunt again, gets it down to the right side. Good job there, and they'll get the 1-3 sacrifice. 1-3 sacrifice from Baker, moves Cunningham up to second. .14 hitter on the season, 3 RBI. It does have a double. Comes up here with 1 out and a Viper runner in scoring position in the form of Cade Cunningham. Time is called. Holden Harris now on left. Williams and Bruman remain in the outfield. Benson Henry's moved in from left to third. Berryhill, Toller, and Dunaway remains the rest of the infield. Ruben Cantu, the new pitcher for Glenn, shows bunt, gets it down. Double clutch to throw to first. Not in time. So Nelson beats it out, and the Vipers have runners at the corners. That'll bring up Landon Thomason with runners at the corners and 1 away. Vipers coming back to small ball. 133 hitter is Thompson. 1 home run and a triple with 8 RBIs. Outside corner, strike 1. Cunningham at third, Nelson at first, 1 out. Shows bunt, butts it up in the air, but foul. Nobody can reach it, and the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the Viper third baseman. Nelson helps to lead over first. They throw to first, throw behind him. See if they can steal the run here. Now there's nobody covering first. The throw is not going to be in time. He's safe and the run's going to score. Don't know if it was designed or not, but it got the job done. That's Cunningham able to steal home. And VANDEGRIFT is on the board. So the count remains 0-2 to Thompson. Runner at first. 1 run in here for VANDEGRIFT. That ball slapped left side on the left field for a base hit. And the Viper bats coming alive here a little bit in the bottom of the second inning. Third hit of the inning. So Nelson up to second, Thomason at first, and Beckett Kramer will step in. Kramer 3 for 8 on the season, no home runs and 2 RBI. Curveball spins in there for a called strike one. Vipers steal the run and get another one driven in.
Go, Beckett.
Runners at first and second, one out for Kramer. Sky high pop-up. Infield fly rule is going to be in effect here. Luke Berryhill, the shortstop, squeezes it for out number 2. Two outs, back to the top of the order will go to Hudson Lilly. Grounded out to short. So he steps in 0 for 1. Runner still at first and second, but now 2 away. Pitch gets away, and that is going to allow Nelson to scamper down to third base. So now a second run just 90 feet away. One ball, no strikes to Lilly. Runners at the corners now with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Boy, he had a cut. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the strike 2 is delayed steal. And that ball's going to get out in the center field. That's going to allow the run to score. So the Vipers manufacture a second run. Thompson with the delayed steal drew the throw. The throw sailed out in the center field, and that allowed Nelson to score. Eight to 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lilly. Runner at third base. Outside and away, 2 and 2. Two pitch. Swing and a missed strike 3. Drop third strike. Nope, he hung on to it. So Lilly's out on strikes to retire the side, but the Vipers do get on the board. They pick up 2 runs. They get it on 3 hits, helped out by an error. 1 runner left on base. We'll go to the top of the third inning, back in the parking lot of the ballpark at least, down just 8 to 2. All right, we go to the top of the third inning. And it will be the top of the order due up here again for the Grizzlies. Berryhill, Cantu, and 4 and out are due up in an 8-2 ball game. Eight runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Glenn through the first 2. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Vipers. 88 degrees now in Austin, Texas. Wind has died down a little bit. Last weekend in March. Just 1 month left in the regular season as Berryhill steps in. He has walked twice in the ball game, scored a run, also has an RBI. And he'll lift that ball down the left field line, slicing. That's a fair ball. Berryhill will round first, head for second. Throw coming in. It is not in time, and it's a leadoff double for Berryhill. So for the second straight inning, the Grizzlies get a double to lead it off. As Ruben Cantu will step in, 1 for 1 with 2 RBI, also walked and scored. Pitch outside, ball 1.
Go, 20.
Misses up high, 2-0.
Good pitch. Let's go, 20.
Top of the third inning, down in Kyle. Lehman 7, Dripping Springs 5. Popped up down the left field line. Nelson giving chase and makes the catch in foul territory. Ran a long way. Made it look a lot easier than it was. 1 away.
Way to go, Jack.
So 1 out, runner at second for Rome 4 out of the catcher, who is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Popped up again on the infield. If they see it, it'll be an easy play, and it was made there by Landon Thompson, shielding his eyes from the sun. And quickly 2 out. That'll bring up Ethan Toller with 2 outs now, runner at second base. Toller led off the last inning with a double, came around to score, also hit by a pitch for an RBI. Two outs, runner at second. Popped up straight back overhead, strike 1. Popped up again. It's playable. Drifting back is Clayton Moore. And he catches it in shallow center field. And the leadoff double doesn't hurt the Vipers as Austin Spielis comes in. Gets 3 straight pop-outs to retire the side. So we'll go to the bottom of the third. Still trailing it by 6 here, 8-2. Emails open, voiceofthevipers@gmail.com. All one word plural, voiceofthevipers@gmail.com. Seven pitch inning there for Spielis. And due up here for VandeGrift is the heart of the order. Moore, Connor, and Austin Spielis, 2, 3, and 4 hitters. As the Vipers look to chip away at a 6-run deficit. See some defensive shifts here for the Grizzlies. Let me see if I can track those down for you. Nope, just guys goofing around. So the infield remains Henry, Berryhill, Toller, and Dunaway for Glenn, as Clayton Moore steps in to lead off the Viper third and looks at the first pitch down low, ball one. Moore 0 for 1, flew out to left in the first inning. Two balls, no strikes. Ruben Cantu on for a second inning of work in relief. Up high, ball 3. Vipers need some base runners. 3-0 count's a good start. Misses down, low, ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Moore. So here's Connor. He drew a 2-out walk back in the first inning. See if he squares away and tries to move the runner along here. Nope, he's swinging away. There goes Moore. The throw down, and it is in time. They got him. Moore, one of the Vipers' best base stealers, but a good throw that time by Fornato. And Barry, he'll put on the tag. 2-6 caught stealing for one away.
Back up, MD.
That pitch stays up high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Connor. Misses off the plate, 2-1. Down low, ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike. Popped up foul, and it's going to get out of play, and the count goes full to Connor. Three balls, 2 strikes. Slap to the right side. Gobbled up by Toller. Tosses over to Jackson Dunaway, and there are 2 away here in the Viper third. So here's Austin Spielis coming in with 2 outs and the base is empty. 0 for 1, struck out in the first. High and away, ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Misses outside again, 2-1. One pitch. Hit in the air to Dunaway center field. It's coming in quick, and it's going to drop. No, making the catch. Making a shoestring catch with the center fielder, Austin Williams. I thought that ball was going to drop for sure, but he got a late jump on it, recovered in time to make the catch. And the Vipers have done an order here in the third. So we'll go to the top of the fourth, still down 8-2. Out 2 for 2 with a double, a single, and 3 RBIs and a run scored. In the strike one. At the knees for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch. Just a little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 pitch. Missed off the plate, 2 and 2. Two pitch. Up high, ball 3. So after getting ahead of the count 0 and 2, Spiels is now behind in the count 3 and 2. Popped up out of play to the right side. The count remains 3 and 2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Bat handled down the left field line, tailing foul, and it drops out of the reach of the Viper defense. So the count remains 3 and 2.
Right here, 20. Right here, bud.
Pitch number 8 coming up here to Jackson Donaway, leading off the Grizzly 4th. 3-2 pitch. Inside corner, called strike 3. Nice job by Spiels, coming back, battling back to get the strikeout. His first one of the ball game, Viper's second. That'll bring up Benson Henry with 1 away. Henry 0 for 2 with an RBI fielder's choice back in the first inning. Pitch misses just outside, ball 1. Just a little low, and the count 2 and 0. Two-0 pitch. High and away, ball 3. Low ball 4, 4-pitch walk with 1 away. That'll put Henry aboard and bring up center fielder Austin Wilson. One out, 1 aboard. Wilson swinging a miss, strike 1. Wilson, a nice catch to retire the Vipers in the bottom of the 3rd a moment ago. Steps in here 0 for 2. At the knees, call strike 2, 0 and 2. The 0-2 pitch. Lifted foul out of play to the right. The count will remain 0 and 2.
Right here, bud. Right here, Austin.
No balls, 2 strikes. Check the swing, didn't go. The count 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes. High inside again, 2 and 2. Two-two pitch. Just a little low, and the count goes full. 3 and 2. Hitting the air to the left side. That is going to drop in there for a base hit. Nelson gets to it quickly. Keeps Henry at second base, but Glenn has runners at first and second with one away. That'll bring up right fielder Ethan Baruman. Baruman 1 for 1 with a walk, a little bloop single back in the second. That's a line shot. That's out in the left field. Nelson gets to it, gets the throw in, but the bases are loaded. And Glenn has something cooking here in the 4th inning. So Henry at third, Wilson at second, Baruman at first, and Holden Harris will step in. Flew out to right. His only other at bat back in the second. And we're going to have a pitching change. So a nice round of applause for Austin Spielis. Came in, pitched 2 2/3 innings. May have just run out of gas here a little bit. Looks like it's going to be Tyler Hubbard coming in to pitch. Get you his numbers here in just a second. There we go. Hubbard making his 4th appearance on the mound. No record, 7 innings pitched, giving up 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those earned. Struck out 4, walked 9, and an ERA of 2.00. So his job is to get the next 2 outs and keep Glenn at 8. Bases loaded. Henry at third, Wilson at second, Baruman at first. All right, warm-up tosses are complete. Holden Harris will step in. Bases loaded, 1 out, infield in at the corners, back a double play depth up the middle. First pitch from Tyler Hubbard. Check swing, called strike 1. That ball slapped into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Score at least. One's going to roll to the wall. 2 runs are going to score. Rounding second, heading for third is Baruman. They're going to wave him in. The throw coming in. It's not going to be in time, and it's going to be a 3 RBI double for Holden Harris and make the score 11-2 Grizzlies. So back to the top of the order we go to Luke Berryhill. Still just 1 out, runner at second. High inside, ball 1. in the first strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Barry Hill 1 for 1 with a double. Has also reached via the walk twice. One pitch. At the knees, call strike 2. One, 2 pitch. Outside corner, call strike 3. And with 2 outs now, that'll bring up Ruben Cantu. Cantu 1 for 2 with 2 RBI, also a walk and a run scored. Rip but foul over the dugout and into the bullpen down the third base line. Strike 1 to Cantu. Now low, that's going to get back up against the screen and will allow Harris to advance to third base. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Yanks that one foul. Rome Fornato, the good footwork down there. Skipping out of the way of that. The count 1-2. One-two pitch. Curveball pulls the string, and Cantu way out in front of it, had time to swing at it twice. And the inning is over, but not before the Grizzlies pick up 3 more runs. They get them on 3 hits. Yep. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 1 more left on base. We are halfway through this one. Down again, this time by 9, 11-2. I want to take a moment here to thank our sponsors. VANDEGRIFT Vipers Baseball Booster Club, of course. Our Grand Slam sponsor, Shannon Kramer with Bartlett Real Estate Group. Our home run sponsor, Silverton Custom Homes and Mr. Jason Grimm. Our double play sponsors, that would be Sport Clip Haircuts and Craig Smize with 1835 Realty. Our single play sponsors, Pediatric Dentistry of Steiner Ranch, Trent Reynolds Player Development, Steiner Dental, Pinnacle Sports Performance and Rehabilitation, Candalia Haley, Tomlin Family Orthodontics, and Steiner Wellness and Nutrition, along with our Vype Network sponsor, Academy Sports and Outdoors. New pitcher on the hill for the Grizzlies. As the musical chairs will begin here. Brett Hall, the third Glenn pitcher of the ball game. Check around, see if anybody else has moved anywhere. Cantu has now moved to shortstop. So he started at third, came in to pitch, and now he'll play shortstop. All right, everybody else is still the same. Harris, Williams, and Barum in the outfield left to right. Henry, Cantu, Toller, Dunaway, the infield third to first. Fornato behind the plate, and Brett Hall will take over pitching duties, and he will face off against the 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Vipers. Cade Cunningham to lead it off. Cunningham singled and scored the Vipers' first run of the ball game in the second inning. Swing and a miss, strike one. Top of the fourth inning, Dripping Springs 10, Lehman 7, and our only other ball game today on Vype. That ball slapped to the left side and off the glove with a shortstop, and Cunningham will be aboard on the air. And that'll bring up Simon Baker. Shows bunt, gets it down to the right side. Well done. He might just beat this one out. Everybody's going to be safe. Simon Baker puts down the bunt to the right side. Bunted for a sacrifice in the second. Put that one in no man's land. The Vipers have runners at first and second with nobody out. Speaking of bunt singles, Jack Nelson had one of those. He'll step in with runners at first and second. Cunningham at second, Baker at first, nobody out. Shows bunt. Oh, bunt's a straight up in the air. And it gets back to the screen. Nobody could get to it. And Viper fans will breathe a sigh of relief. Nelson will dig back in from the left side. Gets it down to the third base side. Well done. Coming on. The throw to first is not going to be in time. He beats it. Another bunt single. Perfectly executed. Good speed. The Vipers have the bases loaded with nobody out. Back-to-back bunts following the air. And Landon Thomason will step in. He had a single back in the second inning. Cunningham at third, Baker at second, Nelson at first. Vipers looking for a big inning to get back in this ball game. We're only in the fourth. Pitch up high, ball one. Infield in on the fringe at first and third. Middle infield playing for a double play. They'll concede a run. He shows bunt. Pitch outside. Nice stab there by Fornato to keep that one from going back to the backstop. But the count 2-0 to Thomason. Here's pitch coming here. Got to make him throw some strikes. If they'll give you a run, we'll take it. 2 balls, no strikes. Popped up right side. Hopefully it'll get out of play, and it will. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and a strike to Landon Thomason. Bases jammed, nobody out. Fouled out of play to the right again. The count goes 2-2.
You're on it.
Cunningham at third, Baker at second, Nelson at first. An error, then back-to-back bunt singles have set the table here for Landon Thomason. Two balls, 2 strikes. Way outside, ball 3. Thomason has one of Vandegrift's 2 home runs on this season. Just saying. Three balls, 2 strikes. High ball 4. That'll work as well. Cunningham will come in with the third Viper run of the ball game. The RBI walk for Thomason. That makes it 11-3.
Right fielder, Beckett Kramer.
And Becca Kramer will step in. 0 for 1, popped out to short. Coach Zach Darling in his 6th year at the helm of the Glen Grizzlies. (11-3) now. Base is still loaded. Now it's Baker at third, Nelson at second, and Thomason at first. And Becca Kramer stepping in. 0 for 1, popped out to short in the second. Infield still in at first and third. First pitch at the letter, strike 1. Fouled straight back, and the count quickly 0-2 to Kramer. No balls, 2 strikes to Kramer. Way outside, 1-2. If you're a math major, which I was not, 2 runs an inning would get you tied by the 7th inning if you can hold them at 11. There are 2 runners in scoring position right here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one thrown behind him, gets back to the screen. That's going to allow the run to score on the wild pitch. There's one of them right there. So Baker comes in on the wild pitch. Everybody else moves up. Nelson over to third. Thomason up to second. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kramer with first base now open, and an 11-4 ball game. Two balls, 2 strikes. That one's going to be a wild pitch back to the screen. Throw to the plate, not going to be in time. No throw, and the Vipers get another run on back-to-back wild pitches. Nelson comes in. Thompson up to third. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Kramer, 11-5. 3-2. Thomason at third. Another one back to the screen. And another wild pitch. 3 straight wild pitches allows those bases that were loaded to come in without swinging the bat. And that's a walk to Kramer. 11-6. And we're going to have a pitching change here for the Grizzlies. So an error, a bunt single to load the bases, and then 3 straight wild pitches allows all 3 of those base runners to come in and score. It's 11-6, still nobody out. Kramer at first base will go back to the top of the order. We've got a pitching change here. Austin Williams going to come in and pitch from center field. This is one of those games where I would not want to be operating game changer. So it looks like Hall will go back out to center field. They'll flip-flop. Williams will come in from center to take over pitching duties. Hall will go out to center. All right, down by just 5 now. Hudson Lilly will step in, 0 for 2. Runner at first base, nobody out. Has a cut on the off speed, fouls it back, strike 1. 0-1 pitch, shows bunt, and kills it right in front of the plate. That's another good bunt, and another bunt single. Third bunt single of the inning for the Vipers. You're not going to get Lilly if he can get it down. He's got too good a speed. So Kramer up to second, Lilly at first, and Clayton Moore will step in. 0 for 1. So the Lone Ranger is stepping in, trying to keep the inning alive here for the Vipers. He shows bunt, pulls it back. Pitch drops in there for a strike, and he double clutches the umpire. Oh, 1 pitch. That ball slapped into left field for a base hit. They're going to wave the runner on. Nope, they're going to hold him up. They're going to hold him up, and probably a good move because the left fielder, Holden Harris, got to it quickly and made a good throw, but the Vipers had the bases loaded again off the single off of Moore from Clayton Moore. MD Connor stepping in. 0 for 1, grounded out to second, also walked. Bases loaded. Still nobody out. Osby drops in there for a strike. Strike 1. Fourth hit of the inning for the Vipers. First one to get out of the infield. That ball out into right field for a base hit. That's going to score 1. That may score 2. It's kicked around in the outfield. 2 runs are in. Moving up to second is MD Connor, and the Vipers are right back in the ball game, 11-8. 2 RBI single for Connor. That scores Kramer. That scores Lilly. Moore moves up to third. And I'm guessing they're going to call that. It's going to be a single and an error, I believe, to allow Connor to move up to second base. 11-8, still nobody out, and Austin Spiels will step. No, this is not Austin Spiels. It's going to be Tyler Hubbard. Takes the first pitch up high, ball 1. His first at bat of the afternoon.
Let's go 6.
Down low, ball 2. – 11-8. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike to Hubbard. Comes in batting 152, no home runs, 2 RBI. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Pitch misses off the plate, 3-1. First base is open. Shows bunt again. Misses down low, ball 4, and the Vipers have the base loaded again. They bat it around. Cade Cunningham started the uprising, reaching on an error and a sharply hit ball to shortstop. Came around to score the first of what is 6 runs thus far. Still nobody out, bases loaded. Tying runs aboard. Down low, ball 1. A few moments ago, Glenn, up 11-2, had the potential 10-run runner at third base. Swing and a miss, strike 1, although we were only in the 4th inning. Vipers got out of that one and have come alive here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 ball and a strike to Cunningham. 2 balls and a strike, pardon me. Now 3-1. No, it is 2-1. It is 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Keep your head on it, Cade. Drive it. Let's go.
2 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded. He does. Hit it hard to left field. Pretty well tagged. That ball is caught by the left fielder for the out. Throw back to second, not in time, and it's going to be a sacrifice fly RBI for Cade Cunningham. Nice play by Holden Harris out there to at least get the out for Glenn. But it's now 11-9 as Clayton Moore is able to score on the sacrifice fly. 1 out as Simon Baker will step in. Down by just 2 now. Everybody else had to stay put, so runners at first and second with 1 out, and the first pitch to Baker in there for a called strike 1. Baker a sacrifice bunt and a bunt single himself earlier in the inning. Shows bunt, kills it to the left side, and well done again. He's going to beat this one out. Throw to first is not going to be in time. The Vipers are just beating up the Glen Grizzlies with the small ball. Another bunt single. Simon Baker's second bunt single in an inning. I'd have to look back in the Viper archives. I bet that's never happened before. That doesn't happen very often anywhere. Bases loaded. Connor at third. Hubbard at second. Still just 1 out for Jack Nelson. He shows bunt. Gets it down in front of the plate. They got a chance. Shuttle it. It is. They call him out. Oh, he was not out. That wasn't even close. NB Connor easily beat that throw. Wow. Vipers robbed of a run right there. I'm surprised there's no argument. They're going to call Connor out at home. Nice play by the infield for Glenn. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Jack Nelson. Or that'll bring up Landon Thomason, pardon me. As Nelson's aboard on the fielder's choice. Base is still loaded. Hubbard at third, Baker at second, Nelson at first. Now 2 outs for Landon Thomason. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Thomason 1 for 1 with an RBI walk. Chopper, going to be trouble. Infield, not going to get there in time. They call him safe and the run scores. Infield single for Landon Thomason, hustling all the way down the line. Took that high chop once it got over Williams' glove. Told it did all he could with it, but just unable to get to it. Infield single RBI for Thomason. Scores Hubbard. Everybody else moves up station to station. And Beckett Kramer will step in. Still with 2 outs. 11-10. Pitch down low, ball 1. Kramer with a walk and a run scored earlier in the inning. Baker at third, Nelson at second, Thomason at first. Squibbed up the middle. Will it get through? It does get through. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. And the Vipers have the lead as that throw airmail back to the plate, and both runners will move up. The Vipers lead at 12-11, a 10-run inning so far. RBI single for Beckett Kramer. That scores Simon Baker. That scored Jack Nelson. And on the throw home, Thompson moves up to third, and Kramer moves up to second. And Braden Buchanan is going to pinch it here for Hudson Lilly. Discussion there between Coach Schickel and the infield umpire. And Braden Buchanan will come in. How's this for pinch hitter? .392 hitter on the season, 1 home run, 6 RBI. A crazy inning for the Vandegrift Vipers. 10 runs so far as Buchanan steps in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits thus far. As Buchanan steps in. Runners at second and third, 2 out. Swing and a miss. He had a cut. Lifts it in the air to left field. Pretty well tagged. Going back, but it's going to hold up, it looks like, and caught by the center fielder, Brett Hall. Gave it a ride, but the ballpark held it in, and the inning is over. But what an inning for the Vandegrift Vipers. 10 runs on 8 hits. Couple of errors, I believe. 2 runners left on base. We've got ourselves a brand new ball game. We'll take a break, come back, and regroup. We'll go to the 5th, up 12-11. Vandegrift Vipers baseball on Vype Live. Two. High inside, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Helps if I turned up my microphone. I'm still stunned, I think, by the 10-run outburst. Sorry about that, Shane. Thank you for the heads up. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Rome Fornato. And lost him outside, ball 4. So leadoff walk to the Grizzly catcher. And that'll bring up second baseman Ethan Toller. I'm going to get the courtesy runner in here for Fornato. Will probably be A.J. Click again. Logan Worley is actually going to run here for Fornato. So Toller steps in with no outs and a runner at first base. He shows bunt, bunts it hard. Backhand stop there by Hubbard, and that ball thrown out into center field. And that's going to allow the runner to move up to third base on the air. Just rush the throw a little bit. Runners at the corners for Glenn. And that'll bring up Jackson Dunaway with nobody out. Runners at first and third. Dunaway 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs, a double and a single. Outside corner called strike one. Just missed inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Worley at third, running for Fornato. Toller aboard at first after the air. Swing and a miss, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch in the dirt, 2-2. It looks like Buchanan has stayed in to catch. Two balls and 2 strikes. And that one gets away, and that's going to allow the tying run to score on the wild pitch, and we're tied at 12. On the play, Toller moves up to second base. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Dunaway, now tied up 12 apiece. Three, 2 pitch. Missed outside, ball 4. And Glenn has runners at first and second. That'll bring up Benson Henry. RBI fielder's choice. Flew out to right and a walk and a run scored in the 4th inning. So the Vipers with 10 runs to come back and take the lead at 12-11 in the bottom of the 4th inning, and have given the lead up here in the top of the 5th, as we're now tied 12-all. As I mentioned when I inadvertently turned off my own microphone, the most wild game we've had thus far this season on Vype Live as a whole involved these Glen Grizzlies. Eastview winning it 18-17 up in Georgetown about a week and a half ago.
Go Vipers right here, guys.
So, 1 run in. Toller at second, Dunaway at first, as Benson Henry will step in. Nobody out here in the Grizzly half of the 5th. Shows butt and pitch inside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Pivot throw. Diving back in is Toller. One-oh pitch. Now snap throw down, and that ball knocked down by Simon Baker. The count 2-0 to Henry. 2 balls, no strikes. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Bunts it foul. The count 2-2. That one might have got a piece of him. That stings. Bunted it off the bat handle, and that's going to hurt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he might have to come out of the ball game. He's holding his head. It looks like it may have came off the bat and got him in the forehead somewhere. So we certainly hope that Benson Henry is okay. So we'll see who is going to come in to complete the bat here for Benson Henry. Looks like Logan Worley, who's come in and courtesy run, is going to take over the at bat. The count will be 2-2 to Henry, or to Worley. Training staff here looking at Benson Henry. Tyler Hubbard trying to stay loose, tossing it to his shortstop, Simon Baker. And Logan Worley will take over the at-bat here when play resumes. So here comes Worley stepping in, uses the courtesy runner a couple of times. He'll assume the at-bat with a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners at first and second, nobody out. And 1 run in here for Glenn. The pitch from Hubbard. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Man, that's tough for Worley. Got to come in cold like that. 1 out, and that'll bring up Austin Wilson. Wilson 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. That's actually a pinch hitter. A.J. Click going to pinch hit for Wilson. One of their regulars going to get an at-bat here. Our other game almost as crazy as this one. Dripping Springs 13, Lehman 10. The difference is that's a district game. So Click will step in for the first time. Looks at the curveball off the plate, ball 1. Toller at second, Dunaway at first with 1 out. Good pitch at the knees, call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Way outside, back to the screen. And both the runners are going to advance. 2-1 to Click. So now a base hit would put the Grizzlies in the lead by at least 1, if not 2. 2-1 pitch. Foul back to the screen, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout here from Tyler Hubbard. Infield in everywhere. Slap to the left side, knocked down. The only play will be at first to get the out. Nice job there by Landon Thompson. Had to go to his left to scoop it up. Just no chance to come home. So it's an RBI fielder's choice for A.J. Click. That scores Toller to make it 13-12 Glenn. Now 2 away. Two outs. That ball slapped in the air to the right side. That's going to get down for a base hit. And Ethan Bruman steps up and delivers an RBI single to right on the first pitch to him to score Jackson Dunaway. And I went to Venom Field and a football game broke out, 14-12. 2 outs for Holden Harris. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Two outs, runner at first for Harris. Bases clearing double in the 4th inning. Curveball just missed inside. The count evens up 1-1. Outside again, 2-1. Outside, 3 balls, 1 strike. Glenn with 3 runs in the inning and just 1 hit. Good pitch there, pulled the string, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Hubbard trying to put out the fire. Looks over to first, looks the runner back. Berman standing there. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. There goes the runner, hitting the air to the right side. That's going to be trouble, and it's going to drop in front of Becca Kramer. The throw coming down to third, not in time. Runners at the corners as Harris just plops it in front of the right fielder. Allows Berman to move up to third base, and back to the top of the order we go. And Brett Hall will come in and pinch hit for the first time today. Now playing center field. Sky high pop-up. Will the ballpark hold it? Buchanan giving chase, and it just gets out of play. Strike 1. No balls and a strike. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Curveball spins inside and high, ball 1. One pitch. Looked good. Umpire says it's low in the count 2-1. Popped up. Out of play again, 2-2. And again, the Vipers are one strike away from getting out of the inning without any further damage done. Two balls, two strikes to Brett Hall. The pitch. Outside. Buchanan thought about throwing it down. Thinks the better of it. And the count goes full to Hall. Three balls and two strikes. Line shot in the left field for a base hit will score the run. Now I got to play at third. The throw coming in. It's going to be out at third base. They got him. Nice job by Jack Nelson smothering that ball, firing a strike to third to get Holden Harris for the third out of the inning. It is an RBI single for Brett Hall. Now that score Baruman to make it 15-12. All right, so the defense now for the Glen Grizzlies is Holden Harris, Brett Hall, Ethan Barum in the outfield left to right. Logan Worley, Ruben Cantu, Ethan Toller, and A.J. Click the infield third to first. Rome Fornato remains behind the plate, and Jackson Dunaway will be the fifth Glen pitcher of the ball game. Coming on here, he inherits a 3-run lead as we go to the bottom half of the fifth inning. And it'll be the heart of the order due up here for Vandergrift in the fifth inning. Clayton Moore, M.D. Connor, and Tyler Hubbard due up. So here's Moore to lead off the bottom of the fifth inning. 1 for 2 with a walk. Singleton scored in the fourth inning. And they're called strike one to Clayton Moore. A 1 pitch. Up high, ball 1. Inside corner for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 more. Pokes it in the air to the right side. And it's going to hold up for right fielder Ethan Baruman to haul it in for out number 1. With 1 away, that'll bring up MD Connor. Connor 1 for 2 with a walk, 2 RBI in the ball game. And the pitch up high, ball 1. At the knees for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Way off the plate, 2-1. Up high, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to MD Connor. And that hit him. So hit by pitch will put Connor aboard. And Jackson Lures will come in and pinch hit. Lures, like Buchanan, one of the regular starters. Comes in batting .275 in the season, no home runs and 5 RBI. We'll come in and get a hack or 2 here. Runner at first, 1 out. Shows bunt, pulls it back, ball 1 to Lures. Not showing bunt that time. Takes it up high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Lures. Breeze is now shifted, blowing from right to left. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, had a cut. Stayed on top of it, 2 balls and a strike. Connor at first, 1 out. That's a good pitch in the first strike, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Jackson Lures. Way outside, ball 3.
Go, Jackson.
Three balls, 2 strikes. Laid off of it, ball 4, and the Vipers will bring the tying run to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Cade Cunningham will step in. Single scored in the second. Reach on an error scored in the fourth inning, and a sacrificed RBI in the fourth. Steps in here with runners at first and second and one away. Inside corner for a strike. Strike one. Outside corner this time for a strike, and Cunningham quickly down to the count 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Cade Cunningham. Up high, ball 1. One and 2. And time is called. No, it doesn't get the timeout. Rips it down to the left field line anyway. They're going to wave the run around. The ball dropped in the outfield. The run will score. Cade Cunningham called for timeout. The umpire doesn't give it to him. What concentration by the young man. Rips an RBI single to left field. And the Vipers are back within 2. Connor scores. Runners at first and second, still with 1 out. Lures at second, Cunningham at first for Simon Baker. Tying runs aboard here in the bottom of the 5th. That ball thrown over his head, and both runners will move up. So now the tying runs in scoring position again with 1 out. Ball 1 to Baker. Baker with 2 bunt singles in the same inning. I dare you to find another instance of that at any level. Bunts it foul back to the screen. Also had a sacrifice bunt in the second. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lures at third. Cunningham at second. With 1 away here in the Viper 5th. Beautifully done at the right side. He might have 3 of them. Nope, they're going to get the sacrifice. Oh, the ball came out, and the runner's going to score. We're going to get a tie ball game. Ball came out of the glove. Was going to be a sacrifice RBI anyway. But Baker jars the ball free, and we're tied at 15. Can't wait to see how they score this one. Going to be a... So lures will come in. I think it's going to be ruled an error. They'll get the RBI because it would have been a fielder's choice to score lures anyway. There's a tapper right in front of the plate. They come on, they throw to first. Now let's hold everything. Infield umpire going to say that's going to be a foul ball hit off the batter. So it'll be strike 1 here to Jack Nelson. Baker standing on first. Well, this game's had a little bit of everything. 15-12-5 the line score for Glenn. 15-12-1 the line score for the Vipers. We're only in the 5th inning. Vandegrift is trailed by 9. Trailed by 3. And now we're tied. Simon Baker standing on first. Still just 1 out. No balls and a strike to Nelson. Nelson 2 for 3, 2 bunt singles, and 3 runs scored himself because he also reached on a fielder's choice. Pulls it back, pitch drops in there for a strike. Strike 2 to Nelson. No balls, 2 strikes. Just missed outside. Good take. 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes to Nelson. Hit down the left field line, tailing away, and it's going to be out of the reach of the left fielder, Holden Harris. So Nelson stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battle 7.
One-two pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2. Slow tapper right side. And it'll be 3 unassisted. Moves the go-ahead run in the scoring position with 2 away. And with 2 outs, that'll bring up Landon Thomason. Thomason 2 for 2 with 2 RBI, also with a walk. First pitch to the Viper third baseman. Low inside, ball 1. One 0 pitch. Eventually. Misses inside, 2 and 0. Two balls, no strikes to Thomason. In there for a strike. 2 and 1. Beckett Kramer waiting on deck for the Vipers. If Thomason can extend the inning. Time is called. We've been playing for just around 2.5 hours, and we're only in the bottom of the 5th inning. Two and 1. Pitch up high, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 pitch. Lifts it in the air to center field. Brett Hall fighting the high sun. He can't find it. It drops in front of him. And Landon Thomason will be credited with the double on a sky-high fly ball to center field that Brett Hall just couldn't locate in the sun. And the Vipers have reclaimed the lead 16-15 as Simon Baker comes in to score. And Becca Kramer will step in with a runner at second base. Runner of the Vipers on top now, 16-15. Kramer 1 for 2 with a walk, 2 RBIs. Inside corner, strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. Lifted foul out of play to the right side, and the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Kramer. And that one hit him on the backside. So Kramer will trot down to first base, runners at first and second. Back to the top of the order will go to Braden Buchanan. Buchanan entering the game in the 4th inning, looked at a high fly ball to center field. His only other at bat. Team leader in doubles also has a triple. Dances out of the way of that one for ball 1. 9th hitter of the inning for VANDEGRIFT. One-0 pitch. Inside called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch to Buchanan. Curveball misses inside low, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike to Braden Buchanan. That ball slapped to the left side, takes a high hop right into the glove of the third baseman. Logan Worley stays with it. Hard hit, but he stays with it, steps on the bag to retire the side. But the Vipers get the lead right back as they score 4 runs. Four runs on 2 hits and error. 2 runners left on base. And we'll go to the top half of the 6th inning. Up 16-15. As we go to the 6th inning, your new pitcher will be Cade Cunningham. 5th Viper pitcher of the afternoon. Cunningham making his 5th appearance of the season. No record, 3 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 1 hit, 1 run. It wasn't earned. He struck out 3, walked 2, no ERA, and he's got a save on the season. And he'll be tasked with hanging on to this 16-15 lead. You're facing the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Glenn. Ruben Cantu due to lead it up. So let me see who went out to center field in his spot. Gotcha, okay. All right, so here's Cade Cunningham due to step in and due to face off against Ruben Cantu. And that ball just gets under the glove. Didn't come up for Landon Thompson like he thought it was going to. And Cantu is aboard. We'll see how they rule that one. Hard hit, but so Cantu's aboard, and Rome Fornato will step in. Inside. Ball 1 to Fornato. Fornato's reached on a walk a couple of times. 0 for 2 otherwise. That is ruled a hit for Cantu. Chopper left side, and that is a fair ball. Everybody kind of held up. They weren't sure. So Fornato slaps a single down the third base side. Cantu, with a late break, thought it was foul. So runners at first and second. And Ethan Toller will step in. 2 hard hit balls to the left side. Toller 1 for 3, reached out an error, had a double, scored a run, hit by pitch for an RBI, and a courtesy runner in. Campbell Kraswanski in to courtesy run. High throw out. The center field is going to get away, and both runners are going to move up. And now the run's going to come in to throw to the plate. They got a chance. Nope, he's safe. And we are tied at 16. So the error allows Cantu to score. Kraswanski holds at second. $16 all for Toller. And they're called strike 1. Good pitch, call strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Yep, call strike 3. The umpire not very demonstrative, but Toller trying to get out of the way of that pitch, and in the process swung the bat, so it's a strikeout for out number 1. 1 out, that'll bring up Jackson Donaway.
Hey, get the batter, one. Let's go, batter.
Little low, ball 1. Donaway 2 for 3, double, single, 3 RBI. Also reached on a walk. That one somehow got over the glove of Buchanan. The throw down to third, not in time. Two balls, no strikes to Donaway. So now the go-ahead run 90 feet away with just 1 out. Ooh, I'm not sure how that's not a strike. 3-0
Keep it up, Kate.
to Donaway. 3 balls, no strikes. Up high, ball 4. Runners at the corners with 1 away for Logan Worley. Going to get a runner here for Donaway. So Toller will run for Donaway as Logan Worley will step in from the right side. First pitch, down low, ball 1. Tossed over to first, and a nice job there by M.D. Connor to keep that one from going up against the dugout and to run the score. Shows bunt. Now they got the runner picked off. They're going to get him. A beautiful throw by Braden Buchanan. The 2-3 pickoff retires Toller for out number 2. The big second out takes away the sacrifice fly.
Good job, MD. One more, y'all. One more.
So now 2 outs, runner at third base. That ball popped up, and it's going to drop in there for a base hit. Got just enough of it, did Worley, to plop it in there to score Kraswanski with the 17th run of the ball game, and Glenn reclaims the lead, 17-16. And A.J. Click will step in with 2 outs, runner at first. Click inserted in the game in the 5th inning. Pitch down low, ball 1. Hit in the air to the right side, pretty well tagged, but Lures draws a beat on it, and Jackson Lures hauls it in to retire the side. But in the inning, the Grizzlies get the lead back. They get it on 2 runs. 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 more left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Down by 1. You're watching VandeGrift Vipers Baseball on Vype Live.
Become a Vype insider today. Access breaking news in high school sports. Enjoy premium articles and exclusive coverage written by expert analysts, and watch exclusive videos, documentaries on programs in your area. It's only $2.99 a month if you subscribe for the monthly plan. If you go for the yearly plan, it rounds out to just $1.99 a month. It costs you only $24 a year to get all of your Vype news throughout the entire year. Subscribe today. What are you waiting for? It's less than a cup of coffee a month. Become a Vype insider. $2.99 a month, $23.99 for the whole year. Hey, it's Vype. We will see you at the games.
Times Near the Bug goes that song there by Dire Straits, and that is as appropriate as bumper music as you're going to get for this ball game. 17-16 as we play here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Merle Bertrand here, Shane Shulwinski. Thank you, Shane, for hanging in with us here on a long afternoon. Somebody's going to win this thing. The Vipers will send up the 2, 3, and 4 hitters once again for the 2nd straight inning. Clayton Moore due to lead it off. 17-15 and 6 the line score for Glenn. 16-12 and 2 the line score for the Vipers. Glenn jumped out to an 8-0 lead, courtesy of 7 in the first and 1 in the second. The Vipers got 2 in the bottom of the second. Glenn got 3 in the fourth to take an 11-2 lead, but then the Vipers got 10 in the bottom of the fourth inning to regain the lead, and they've been exchanging blows ever since. Both teams scoring 4 in the fifth, Glenn getting 2 in the sixth, and that's where we are. 17-16, Grizzlies on top. Just as crazy down in Kyle, 17-12, Dripping Springs over Lehman, top of the seventh inning. So here's Clayton Moore to lead it off for the Vipers in the bottom half of the sixth inning. Jackson Dunaway stays on the hill for Glenn. Curveball misses inside, ball one. Squib foul up the first base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Moore 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Also reached on a walk back in the third. That ball squibbed to the right side. Takes a funny hop to throw to first. It is in time. He got him. Nice recovery by Ethan Toller. That ball ate him up, but he kept it in front of him and flipped it over to A.J. Click just in time to get Clayton Moore. 1 out, base is empty for M.D. Connor. Connor 1 for 2 with a couple of RBIs, has also walked, scored a run after being hit by a pitch in the fifth inning. Curveball bends in there for a called strike. 1 ball, no balls, 1 strike. Down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the Viper sixth. Stays up high, 2-1. Two one pitch. High and away, ball 3. Three-one pitch. At the lettuce for a call, strike 2. So the count is full now to Connor. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away here in the Viper sixth. Inside ball 4, and the Vipers have the tying run aboard. Connor draws a walk for the second time today. Jackson Lures will step in. He took over in the fifth inning, drew a walk and scored. High and away, ball 1 gets back to the screen, and now the tying run will be at second base on the pass ball. Now a base hit from Lures would tie it up, possibly. One ball, no strikes. Good pitch there. Dropped it in there for a strike. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Misses outside, 2-1. Two and one. Outside again, 3-1.
You got it, Jackson.
Three balls and a strike to Lures. Connor at second base representing the tying run. That ball ripped out in the right field for a base hit. They're going to wave the runner around. The ball bobbled in the outfield, not going to be in time, and the Vipers have tied it up. An RBI single to right off the bat of Jackson Lures, and we're tied at 17.
Go, Kate. Keep it going, babe.
And looks like we might have yet another pitching change. It's going to be Logan Worley going to come in and take over. Looks like Justin Koresh going to come in and probably take over third base where Worley was. We'll make sure. So I told my wife I should be home by 4 o'clock today. That was a big mistake, as it's now 4 till 4. We're only in the 6th inning. But that's okay. If it was 35 degrees, I might feel a little different about this.
All right, let's go, Kate. Stay hot.
17 all, as Kate Cunningham will step in. Busy day both defensively and at the plate. Comes up here with a go-ahead run at first base. Still just one out here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. And the first pitch, one hops up to the plate. The throw down to second, not going to be in time. The Vipers have the go-ahead run at second base. Justin Koreshi does take over at third base. And that pitch is going to get by the catcher. And that allows Lures to move down to third base. 2 balls and no strikes to Cunningham. Two balls, no strikes. Outside, ball 3. Take it all the way. That pitch is in there for a strike. 3 balls and a strike. Logan Worley, the 6th Grizzly pitcher. Chopper up the middle. That's going to score the run. The throw to first in time, but it's an RBI fielder's choice for Cunningham. Scores Hubbard, and the Vipers have reclaimed the lead. Nice play by Cantu, I think it was, on the 6-3 fielder's choice. 2 outs, base is empty, but the Vipers have reclaimed the lead as Simon Baker will step in. Scored Jackson Lewis, pardon me, not Tyler Hubbard. Looking at my scorebook wrong. Pitch up high, ball 1 to Simon Baker. So Jackson Lewis comes in on the RBI fielder's choice from Cade Cunningham. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Baker. Mr. Bunt. 1-1 pitch. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Misses in the dirt, 3-1. Looking ahead to the Grizzly 7th. It'll be their 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Oh boy, that's called a strike. Three balls and 2 strikes to Simon Baker. Hit hard to center field, but hit right at the center field of Brett Hall. The Vipers are done here in the 6th inning, but not before reclaiming the lead once again as they pick up 2 runs on 1 hit. Nobody left on base. We made it. We made it to the 7th inning. We'll go to the top of the 7th inning, needing 3 outs to snap a 2-game losing streak and win this marathon ball game. And Cade Cunningham will come in and try to close it out. So we go to the 7th inning. Tyler Hubbard, Jack Nelson, and Jackson Lewis, the outfield left to right. Landon Thomason, Simon Baker, Clayton Moore, M.D. Connor, the infield third to first. Braden Buchanan behind the plate, taking over for Hudson Lilly. And Cade Cunningham, the Vipers' 5th pitcher of the ballgame, trying to close it out and get the win. He'll face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. So here's Ethan Berumen. He's been a tough out. 3 for 3. All singles. And the first pitch down low, ball 1. Berumen, Harris, and Brett Hall due up. Up high, ball 2. Two-0 pitch. Just missed outside, and the count goes 3-0. Three-0 pitch. At the knees for a strike. 3 balls and a strike to Berumen. Squib but fouled on the first base side, and at the fall behind the count 3-0. Cunningham has battled back to work the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. And that either hit him or it's a walk. Either way, Berumen is aboard. And the tying run is aboard for the Grizzlies. Holden Harris will step in. 2 for 3 with a bases clearing double in the second inning. Just missed outside, ball 1. That's a pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Just outside, ball 2. Two and 1. Popped it up on the infield. And that drops in there. They got time to go to second. They get it anyway. That ball just up in the, well, not really wind, but Clayton Moore just could never quite locate it. Dropped down, took a high hop, but the runner had to hold up at first base, so Moore able to get the force out for out number 1. Like everything else in this game, nothing coming easy, but there is 1 out. Back to the top of the order we go to Brett Hall. Outside corner, strike 1. Hall, an RBI single in the 5th. 1 out, tying run at first. Oh, 1 pitch. Outside, ball 1.
Go Vipers.
One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Popped up right side with the ballpark hold. It does not look like it. It's going to get out of play, and the count goes 1-2. Harris at first base represents the tying run. Kay Cunningham trying to keep him right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brett Hall. Lifted foul at play to the right. We'll do it again.
Okay.
1-2. Ground ball up the middle for a base hit, and the tying run will move up to scoring position. No harm done just yet, though. Harris moves up to second. Hall to first, and that'll bring up Ruben Cantu.
Let's go, boys.
Cantu 1 for 3. Couple of runs scored.
Right here, let's go.
So get your ground ball right here, Kay. Let's go.
Chop foul, third base side, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Cantu. Ground ball. Cunningham knocks it down. He'll go to second for 1. On the play, Harris moves up to third base, so the tying run is aboard at third. Runners at the corners. Hall eliminated at second for out number 2. Cantu aboard at first. So it's going to come down to roam for and out of the catcher. 2 outs, tying run at third, runners at the corners for Glenn. Down low, ball 1. Holden Harris at third, 90 feet away from tying it up. 1 ball, no strikes. Beautiful block there by Buchanan to keep him right there, but the count now 2-0 to Fornato. Two balls, no strikes. Outside ball 3, snap throw down to first, just did get back. What a throw by Buchanan. That was closer than I thought it would be. Cantu fortunate to still be standing. 3 balls, no strikes. Misses outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Bases loaded. Ethan Toller will step in. Force at any base. It is hard not to be a human being and cheer for Cade Cunningham with what that young man has gone through this past week. Trying to close it out. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Courtesy runner in for Fornato. Campbell Kraswanski again running for Fornato at first. Pitch down low, ball 1 to Ethan Toller. Ball, they got to plate the plate. Now they got a couple of runners. Throw to the plate. They're going to get him. They're going to get him. Oh, they say he's safe. Oh, they called him safe at home. We're tied at 18.
That's 2.
The ball went back to the backstop. Buchanan hustled, got it to Cunningham to keep the runner at third. Had the runner off of second base, a throw a little high, and on the throw down to second, the runner tried to come home, and does, says the umpire, and we're tied at 18. So Harris will score. And runners at second and third. Cantu at third, Kraswanski at second. We're tied at 18. 2 bad calls at home plate. 1 took a run away from the Vipers. 1 gives a run to the Grizzlies. Pitch down low, ball 1, or ball 2 to Toller. I think it's 3-0 actually. That's on the first strike. Low ball 4. Buchanan gets to it to keep the runner there, but the bases are loaded again.
Go, Kate. Go after him, baby. He's got it.
And Jackson Dunaway will step in. Justin Koreshi will step in, his first at-bat of the ball game. Now there's some confusion on the count apparently.
Coach.
So the count is going to be 3-1 here to Ethan Toller. Runner still at second and third. Dripping Springs has outlasted Lehman 20-12 down in Kyle. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Ethan Toller. There's ball 4.
Come on.
Way to be there, Simon.
All right, so bases loaded, 2 outs for Justin Koreshi. We're tied at 18. Looking ahead of the Viper half of the 7th inning, it's the bottom of the order due up, Nelson, Thomason, and Kramer. Hoping you just need one to pull this one out of the fire. Coach Schickle going to gather the team together here. (18-18) as we play here in the top half of the 7th inning. Cantu at third, Kraswanski at second, Toller at first, 2 outs, and Justin Koreshi, his first at bat of the ball game, stepping in. Just got to go after him here. Pitch down, low, ball 1. Good pitch for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. If he puts it in play and beats you, so be it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 7th. Little flare to the right side, and into the glove of M.D. Connor, and the inning is over. All right. In the inning, Glenn manages to scratch off 1 controversial run on just 1 hit. They leave the bases loaded. We will go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. 1 run will win it. Nelson, Thomas, and Kramer due up here in the bottom half of the 7th inning in an 18-18 ball game. One of the crazier games we've seen in a long, long time. Just need 1 to win it. Logan Worley, the 6th Grizzly pitcher, on the hill for Glenn. Took over in the 6th inning. And we are going to... Connor Freeman will come in and pinch hit for Nelson. So Freeman will step in to lead it off here in the Viper 7th. Pitch drops in there, called strike 1. Freeman, a 280 hitter, no home runs, 4 RBI. Does have a double on the season. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch. Ripped down the right field line and out into right field. So the Vipers have the winning run aboard here in the 7th. That'll bring up Landon Thomason. Thomason 3 for 3. Thomason will step in. That ball ripped, but foul into the trees beyond the third base dugout. Strike one to Thomason. No balls and a strike. Shows bunt. Gets it down in front of the plate. It's a good one. The only play will be at first base. That ball's thrown into the dirt. Everybody's safe. So now the winning run is at second base. Thomason crossed him up with a bunt. The only play was at first. And Gavin Shaddix will step in and bat. Shaddix, a .355 hitter on the season. No home runs, 3 RBI. He's walked 7 times. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Shows bunt, gets it down in front of the plate. Well done. Moves the runners along. Did his job, did Gavin Shaddix, a sacrifice bunt. Moves the winning run at third base in the form of Connor Freeman. One out, back to the top of the order we go. And Braden Buchanan will step in with 1 out. Base hit wins it, infield in everywhere. Chop, but just foul, strike one. Just want to put it in play. Freeman represents the ball game at third base. No balls and a strike to Buchanan. Popped up, but out of play in the count 0-2. Time is called. You wouldn't think a non-district game that's kind of turned into a City League softball game would mean that much, but the Vipers have lost 2 in a row. They want this win. No balls, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third, 1 out for Braden Buchanan. No balls, 2 strikes. Down low, ball 1. Nice block there by Fornato to keep the winning run at third base. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pulled the string on it. And there are now 2 and away, and it'll be up to Clayton Moore to try to get the win here in the 7th. I don't know that we'll play an 8th, to be honest. As Clayton Moore will step in. 2 outs. Defense can go back to their normal positions. Had a cut, fouls it off his foot, strike 1. Moore 1 for 4 with a walk, a run scored. Freeman at third. A 1 pitch. Way outside, gets back to the backstop. We're going to have it play at the plate. No throw, the Vipers win it 19-18, appropriately enough, on a wild pitch. And the Vipers will get the win in one of the craziest baseball games you're going to see in a long, long time. All I can say is somebody had to win it, and I'm glad that it's us. (19-18) the final score. We'll take a break and try to put a bow on this one. 19-18, the Vipers get the win. Back for the postgame show in just a second. Vandegrifts Vipers baseball on Vype Live.
Become a Vype Insider today. Access breaking news in high school sports. Enjoy premium articles and exclusive coverage written by expert analysts, and watch exclusive videos, documentaries on programs in your area. It's only $2.99 a month if you subscribe for the monthly plan. If you go for the yearly plan, it rounds out to just $1.99 a month. It costs you only $24 a year to get all of your Vype news throughout the entire year. Subscribe today. What are you waiting for? It's less than a cup of coffee a month. Become a Vype Insider. $2.99 a month, $23.99 for the whole year. Hey, it's Vype. We will see you at the games.
Welcome back to Venom Field. Not a misprint there on your screen. 19-18, the Vipers getting the win over the Glen Grizzlies. What a ball game. Final numbers look like this. For Glen, 18 runs on 16 hits. This is the second time that they scored in the high teens and number of runs and lost the ball game. I talked about the earlier game this year against the Eastview, pardon me. That was a district game. This one non-district, but 18 runs on 16 hits, 8 errors for the Glen Grizzlies. As they drop to 7-10 overall, Glen will resume district play at home on Tuesday night against Marble Falls, and then head over to Leander on Friday night. For the Vipers, 19 runs on 14 hits, relatively clean defensively, just 2 errors, just a lot of walks and hit batters and that kind of thing. But the Vipers get the win, 19 runs, 14 hits, 2 errors for Vandegrift. I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe Cade Cunningham will be the winning pitcher of record. He came on in the 6th inning. The Vipers pitched the 6th and the 7th inning. The Vipers get the win, 19-18. Vandegrift now improving to 11-7 overall. And the Vipers remain, of course, at 3-2 in district play. Our next game will be at McNeil on Tuesday night. We'll talk about that one here in just a second. But that's going to do it for us here this afternoon. Thanks again to the Vandegrifts Booster Club President Jennifer Farrow and Vice President Stephen Mueller and all our sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. Our Grand Slam sponsor, Shannon Kramer with Bartlett Real Estate Group. Our home run sponsors, Silverton Custom Homes and Mr. Jason Grimm. Our double play sponsors, Sports Clips Haircuts and Craig Smizer with 1835 Realty. Our single play sponsors, Pediatric Dentistry of Steiner Ranch, Trent Reynolds Player Development, Steiner Dental, Pinnacle Sports Performance and Rehabilitation, Candelia Haley, Tomlin Family Orthodontics, and Steiner Wellness and Nutrition, along with our Vype Network sponsor, that would be Academy Sports and Outdoors. As I mentioned, we'll be back with you Tuesday evening from Mavericks Field as the Vipers resume district play against the McNeil Mavericks. Pre-game will begin at roughly 7:20, give or take. There will be a JV game in front of us, so kind of an inexact starting time. But in any event, we'll be back for you on the air on Tuesday night. But for now, on behalf of our QA this afternoon, Mr. Shane Shawinski, thank you very much, Shane. I know it was a super long day. Our technical director, Suna Vincott, and everyone from Vype Media. My name is Merle.